Matt from Yeovil, they're into the playoff final. Who will they face, though, Swindon or Brentford?
Well, we'll find out literally, I think, in the next few minutes, Will, because Swindon, as you say, still playing that League One playoff semi-final against Brentford, knowing that a win will earn them that West Country affair at Wembley with Yeovil. But I'm afraid to say Swindon have trailed the beast since Adam Rooney put the ball into his own net on 24 minutes. But Rooney atoned for his earlier sin before half-time, but the Robins couldn't get ahead. Joe Devera put them within one goal to bring it to 4-3 on aggregate. And that's the way it is now, with just a few minutes left to play.
We'll show you how they got on.
Brentford have reached the League One playoff final after beating Swindon on penalties at Griffin Park. Their semi-final second leg ended 3-3 on the day, 4-4 on aggregate, as Adam Forshaw's penalty took Brentford to Wembley. They took the lead in the 24th minute, an own goal from Adam Rooney putting them 2-1 up on aggregate.
It's the quality of the ball in which undoes Swindon. And this opening goal could prove absolutely decisive in this tie.
Now this is Uwe Rosler trying to stay calm. But the home side almost made it 2 just a few minutes later. Marcelo Trotz's effort hitting the post. Well, they continued to press in the 40th minute. Clayton Donaldson doubled their lead.
Now it's Donaldson! Brentford have got Swindon right where they want them.
Swindon weren't about to give up on a playoff final, though. Got themselves back into the game just before half-time. Rooney, having already put through his own net, was at the right end this time.
Well, he atones for his own goal, and Swindon Town are back at the table.
The drama continued in the second half for Brentford with the perfect start as Donaldson scored his second of the game to make it 3-1, 4-2 now on aggregate.
That goal may just have Wembley written all over it. Well, this is a quite magnificent finish, as composed as you like from Clayton Donaldson.
But again, Swindon pull one back to set up a nervy finale for Brentford.
Joe Devera steps up for Swindon Town. They are not giving this up.
And in the very last minute of normal time, they scored a dramatic equaliser to send the away fans wild and send the game into extra time.
Swindon Town have rescued it, and Brentford are on the floor in their own backyard again.
Well, neither side could find a winner in the extra 30 minutes, but Swindon did go down to 10 men. Nathan Byrne sent off for handball. So the game went to penalties, and after Miles Storey's penalty had been saved for Swindon, Adam Forshaw had the chance to take Brentford to the final.
Aden Flint! Brentford are on their way to Wembley. This place is smiling again.
I think this group of players and my staff, and we had lifted that club to new heights. And this club has not been there for a while. And I think it's magnificent for our supporters to be on that journey, and hopefully the journey will end successfully at Wembley.
How proud will it make you to lead a team out at Wembley?
I think I'd never been in Wembley as a player, and I always dreamed to go to Wembley, and thanks to my players and my staff that they gave me the opportunity to lead the team out there.
Very sad way to lose, very sad way to finish your season. Thought there were some big decisions once again. I think the penalty, the sending off of Nathan Byrne was very harsh. We didn't actually think he should have been booked for the first one, but we thought there was a foul on the second one. It makes it very, very difficult in extra time to, try and hit them on the break like we were doing. But they showed some guts, those lads, to get back to where they were from being 2-0 down and 3-1 down. And it just shows there is nothing between the two teams. But good luck to Uwe. He's a nice man. His rest of his staff are fantastic. I just wish them all the best for the final.
Yeovil booked their place at Wembley with a
report then. Now, it's been an emotional bank holiday weekend for football fans following the League One and League Two playoffs. Cheltenham, Swindon and Yeovil were all fighting to get to Wembley.
For Cheltenham and Swindon supporters, there was heartbreak. On the flip side, Somerset, there were big celebrations as Yeovil booked their place in the final. Our sports reporter, Matt Pick, has been looking back on a dramatic last few days.
They were never going to be just another game. Winning would mean everything. It would mean Wembley. Cheltenham, already a goal down, now had home advantage, and it looked like it might count.
And the referee will give a penalty! Penalty for Swindon Town! Marlon Pack, who steps up, and now here he comes, and Nichols saves it! Nichols saves the penalty! But at the other end, Northampton look dangerous, and here's Guttridge with a shot from distance. Oh, what a goal! What a terrific goal by Luke Guttridge! From 30 yards, over the top of Scott Brown, into the back of the net. A huge moment in the context of the tie.
Swindon, so close to edging the home leg, began to falter away. Behind to an own goal and a second, before Rooney made amends. At 3-1, it looked over. Until the fight back. The pressure edging closer as the final seconds ticked away.
1,800 Swindon supporters. Roberts bending it in. Flint in there! He's done it for Swindon in the 5th minute of injury time. The game's going to extra time. It's 3-3.
A tie of 6 halves. And then, with a team of 10, the playoff came down to a shootout.
The pressure will be mounting because not one single player has missed so far from the 6 penalties so far. Miles Storey shoots and it's saved by the goalkeeper. Storey puts his hands to his face. He's missed a big penalty for Swindon and it's advantage Brentford.
At Hewish Park, Yeovil wanted to turn it around, and fast.
Joe Edwards, who's central to Ed Upson, who's got a lot of the ball early on. Lovely ball to Dawson. Chance for Dawson! Yeovil have scored! Within 5 minutes, Gary Johnson, Darren Way and Terry Skewers an embrace. Yeovil needed to make a good start. They've made a good start. Kevin Dawson scoring for Yeovil Town. Pandemonium! Just 2 points separated these two sides in the league table. It's Paddy Madden for Yeovil. Chips the ball towards Ed Upson! Is that the goal that puts Yeovil into the playoff final at Wembley? It's Ed Upson with the header.
You're going to score a winner, you score it just before extra time, and that perks everybody up. And all of a sudden, you know, we look like a club that was on top of its game.
On top of its game, and a man who's on top of his game joining us, Yeovil's manager Gary Johnson, as we heard you just there.
Absolutely. What I want to know, Gary, so yesterday you go into the game 1-0 down, hopes of going to Wembley fading. What do you say to the players after Friday's game?
Well, to be honest, we didn't feel that our hopes were fading. You know, we felt any result there, 0-0, 1-0, we really did feel that we could take them back to Hewish Park with our fans, and not just the ambition but the enthusiasm of our fans. We knew that atmosphere was going to see us through. We wanted to get the early goal, we got it, and obviously getting the late one and the winner was fantastic. So they didn't need too much motivation. We did a little bit of motivating along the way, but they came up trumps on the day.
Did they see a different Gary though after the Gary they saw on Friday?
They did, because you know Gary needs to be a Gary when he needs to be that one, and I need to be that one.
Because you were cross, weren't you?
Yeah, I was cross on the Friday. It's a nice word. I was cross on the Friday because I felt that a couple let us down on the day. They didn't mean to. They're great lads. They all try very hard. But I knew I could turn those villains into heroes if I got into them psychologically, and that's what we did. And actually, they don't mind me saying, but 2 of the villains became heroes. Was Dawson, who got the first goal, and Ed Upson, who had a fantastic game, man of the match, who got the second goal.
Couldn't have been more perfect then.
Couldn't have been more perfect.
Circle.
I read the book. I knew what happened.
You are the lucky charm, though, aren't you, for Yeovil? You've done so much. You've taken them before. Now,
yeah, the chief executive called you the magician.
The magician. I pulled a few rabbit out of hats. I know that's for sure. But no, it's a very good club. You know, it's a club that helped me start my career. We had a couple of promotions. We won the FA Trophy in our first season, and it was just great to help the club move on up the leagues. And now this is obviously going to be the biggest jump from the First Division to the Championship. And as I keep saying, the Championship is Yeovil's Premiership.
What is the secret, though? Since you joined in January, in interviews you've talked about a positivity that has a knock-on effect.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
I just think the club, the club is of one going into each game, going into each competition. I'm able to link and understand the directors, they understand me. I understand the players, they understand me. If you come to Yeovil, you've got to come in and be part of our family and enter into our commitment. And if they do that, then they've seen in the past that you can be very successful. And so now they're part of the recent success.
Gary, very quickly, every sportsman has a little nuance. Do you have a lucky charm for Wembley?
I've got to say my wife, otherwise she won't cook my tea tonight. She's my lucky charm, and I appreciate everything she does.
And you're still recovering anyway, really, aren't you?
Yeah, we're still recovering. I mean, it should be mentioned, Terry Skiven and Darren Way have been two fantastic coaches for me, and they've deserved all that they've got, that they get as well.
And you always share the credit as well.
Yeah, well, they are lucky charms as well. That's why I've brought them up.
Gary, thank you very much. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Now, and tickets...
Planning a trip to Wembley, and after the heartbreak of their stoppage time penalty miss against Doncaster on the last day of the regular season, it was a penalty shootout that took them to the playoff final. They won a stunning tie with Swindon. The second leg ended 3-3, meaning it was level at 4-4 overall. Well, Brentford took the lead in the first half. An own goal from Adam Rooney put them 2-1 up on aggregate.
It's the quality of the ball in which undoes Swindon. And this opening goal could prove absolutely decisive in this tie.
Uwe Rosler tried to stay calm, but the home side almost made it 2 just a few minutes later. Marcelo Trotter's effort hitting the post. They continued to press, and Clayton Donaldson did this.
Now it's Donaldson! Brentford have got Swindon right where they want them.
Swindon weren't about to give up, though, and they got themselves back into the game just before half-time. Rooney at the right end this time.
Well, he atones for his own goal, and Swindon Town are back in the table.
The drama continued in the second half. Brentford made a perfect start as Donaldson scored his second of the game to make it 3-1, 4-2 on aggregate.
Just have Wembley written all over it.
Well, this is a quite magnificent finish, as composed as you like from Clayton Donaldson.
But again, Swindon pulled it back to set up a nervy finale.
Joe Devera steps up for Swindon Town. They are not giving this up.
And in the last minute of normal time, they scored a dramatic equaliser to send the away fans into rapture and the game into extra time.
Swindon Town have rescued it, and Brentford are on the floor in their own backyard again.
Delighted. Well, neither side could find the winner, but Swindon were down to 10 men, and Nathan Byrne was sent off for handball. So the game went to penalties, and after Miles Storey's penalty had been saved for Swindon, Adam Forshaw had the chance to take Brentford to the final.
Aden Flint! Brentford are on their way to Wembley. This place is smiling again.
I think this group of players and my staff, and we had lifted that club to new heights. And this club has not been there for a while. And I think it's magnificent for our supporters to be on that journey, and hopefully the journey will end successfully at Wembley.
How proud will it make you to lead the team out at Wembley?
I think I'd never been in Wembley as a player, and I always dreamed to go to Wembley, and thanks to my players and my staff that they gave me the opportunity to lead the team out there.